is it depletes this slow enough to allow the signal from your stomach that's saying, hey, you need to eat. It's a very important and very critical survival hormone for humans, since humans can't really get their own food for nearly a year. This goes to your hypothalamus and says you're going to die if you don't get something in your stomach.
It's so interesting, the science, but, so many people don't know the right way to fast. Oh, so how can we execute intermittent fasting correctly?
The simplest thing I think I tell my patients is, let's say you ate dinner at 8 o'clock last night. You pick out 2 days out of the week. 2 days works fine for most everyone. So you, let's say, this is my fasting day. Monday's my fasting day. I ate dinner about 8 o'clock last night.
Mm-hmm.
By 8 this morning, I have 12 hours into my fast.
Okay. Do you drink coffee? Can you have coffee on the fast?
A little water.
Coffee, water. What about a green apple? Nothing to eat.
Apple's got a lot of sugar in it. It's just going to make you hungry.
Okay.
So have some egg or something like that. When you first get started, it's going to be harder. But as you go on, it's easier and easier. It actually starts to feel good to be a little bit hungry. It really does.
I intermittent fast
nice.
most mornings. I eat dinner at night, and then I don't eat until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon,
right.
sometimes even dinner the next day.
To successfully fast and to get the metabolic liposuction, what you need to do is you need to push the fasting and the hunger to a point where it breaks. It's a hunger break. You might not have.
You break the fast.
Experienced. You've broken and you've converted white fat into brown fat. It's the only time you're going to turn white fat directly into sugar, and that's with the intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And so that's the only way to do it without putting it in ketosis. So you're taking advantage of this metabolic switch. It's a protective switch that you're using to survive.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we were off the air, we were talking about high fructose corn syrup. I talk about it a lot on the air. I'm passionate about the quality of our food. I just hate genetically modified foods. I think that they are responsible for so much disease. And I think we'll look back in 30 years and go, wow, what were we thinking? How did that science ever get ignored? And there were some huge companies, that are going to have blood on their hands, lots of blood. But to go back to the high fructose corn syrup, why is it so bad for you? Because I really want people to understand this from you coming from a medical doctor.
The thing with high fructose corn syrup, fructose is in sucrose. It's in table sugar.
Right.
It's glucose and fructose. Fructose is a 5-carbon sugar. Glucose is a 6-carbon sugar. You don't need to move glucose around with anything. There's no transport mechanism. It just diffuses throughout your body. Fructose, on the other hand, has to go through the liver to be metabolized, and it's metabolized mostly into triglyceride. Triglyceride blocks the signal, the satiety signal, from getting into your brain. So you can eat as much high fructose corn syrup as you want, and you will never be satisfied.
Yeah.
It completely blunts the satiety of your food intake.
And it's
That's
in
the danger
everything.
of it.
It's in so much stuff. It's
in this hormone we talked about, the ghrelin. That's a powerful hormone.
Mm-hmm. You said that there are you remember what you said about the jaws of life?
Oh yes. I have some couples that I take care of that come in together. One of them's a paramedic, and he says once or twice a month they have to go out and use the jaws of life to open door frames to get people out of their bedrooms, put them on tarpaulins, and then try to find a way to transport them to the nearest hospital so they can be declared dead.
Wow. And that's from high fructose corn syrup, is it not? From the ghrelin just getting out of control.
It's just they can't stop eating.
Yeah.
They just cannot stop eating. The high fructose corn syrup contributes to it because their triglyceride levels are so very high that they cannot get the hunger blocking signal leptin from their fat cells.
But you said at the beginning of this talk, if you will, about it being a lifestyle change. You've adopted a healthy lifestyle.
Yes,
and diet that you teach to your patients now. And I wanted to talk about this because I read all the time, but I love Max Lugavere. He wrote the book Genius Foods, just an incredible researcher and author. But he talks about a couple different things with diabetes. It says chronic stress is another bad guy, able to throw your insulin system out of whack. It can be contributed to by many factors, some obvious and some not so obvious. Even something as innocuous as noise pollution becomes a major problem in the developed world and can drive chronic low-grade stress, which can in turn affect metabolic health. A Danish study found that for every 10 decibel increase in traffic noise in proximity to one's residence, there was an 8% increase of diabetes. This association shot up to 11% over a 5-year period. Who would have thought, right? But it's about everything in our world, everything in our life matters and contributes to our health.
Yes. And one of the biggest things that contributes to our health is insulin. Insulin receptors are just about in everything. Big Pharma is looking for insulin sensitizers. They may be responsible. Insulin resistance may be responsible for everything from Alzheimer's disease to diabetes, type 2 diabetes to heart disease. So insulin sensitizers are very important.
Yeah,
very important, and insulin release is very important. You need to get it under control.
Yeah,
sure.
We're actually going to talk about that on Friday, but, this is another thing that I wanted to read. It says another means by which statins can affect the brain, both directly and indirectly, is nearly doubling your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Published in 2015, a very large long-term study involving 3,982 statin users and 21,988 non-users, all with the same risk factors for diabetes, found that although all subjects began the study in normal metabolic health, the statin group had twice the rate of diabetes after 10 years, and more ended up overweight. And it says, remember, having type 2 diabetes increases your risk for Alzheimer's disease as well, 2- and 4-fold, along with any number of other chronic diseases, including heart disease.
Absolutely. Medicines aren't the cure for everything. My cholesterol went from 280. I was tempted to go on a statin. I was asked to go on a statin. I didn't do it. I started intermittent fasting. It was 188.
Wow.
Last time I checked, with normal triglycerides and my LDL levels practically zero. So we're looking at a metabolic change because you're releasing growth hormone, which takes care of all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You're using your own body's growth hormone to adjust these things properly. We're not meant to eat 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. Which is not.
We're not. So what do you do? You do the 5-2 plan?
That's just a leftover. I started 5-2, but they said you could eat 500 calories. It doesn't work. You need to leave your stomach empty for a while.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not releasing ghrelin. And then
you're not really fasting.
You're not really fasting. It needs to be a continuous fast to get the ghrelin release and the response with the growth hormone release. So it's just modified from that. Like I say, some say that it should be every other day. That's kind of hard to keep with a 7-day work week, And then I like to visit with people on the weekends. I like to eat and party,
Yeah.
So
my biggest thing is intermittent fasting is the wine. It's so hard for me to give up my glass of wine at night. Huh?
Take it in the evening. Well, you're not going to fast overnight.
Yeah. It's
You're not going to fast overnight.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, heavens no. I do have one patient though. She takes 36 hours to get the the growth hormone released.
Wow,
we just figured that out. We've been trying to figure her out for months.
Well, you helped figure a lot of things out.
Figured it out. We figured it out. Yeah. I didn't know what else to tell her. Anyway, but if you can wait for the growth hormone release, you're really benefiting yourself for sure.
You're going to have to come back on. I forgot how cool you were, Dr. Tuleman.
Yeah, medicine, statins. I do not like statins. I hadn't run across anybody I couldn't fix with just a good
lifestyle and diet change.
If they're willing to do it, and the belly goes away, and the cholesterol goes away, and the triglycerides go away, and the diabetes risk go away. Look at the list of things that human growth hormone does. Just look it up. What does human growth hormone do? Not exogenous stuff. Because if you take it outside, if you inject it and stuff like that, some doctors do, it's crazy. It gives you diabetes because you're moving the white fat into the brown fat. But it's only got a half-pound bag of brown fat. It's going to squirt sugar out into your bloodstream, right? So you don't want to do that.
Absolutely. And so your website is dfwhormones.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
dfwhormones.com. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back. You're listening to One Life Radio.
Hi, I'm Charlize Theron with People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Almost all the puppies for sale at your local mall were churned out by breeding facilities called puppy mills. Constant confinement drives the dogs mad. They are impregnated continually until they can no longer produce a litter. If you choose a dog from the mall, a dog you could have saved from the pound will die.
Contact PETA to learn how you can make a difference at 757-622-PETA or visit PETA.org.
Consider this an invitation to relax and feel the stress melt away with a Sunlighten sauna. Sunlighten is the #1 choice for home and commercial infrared saunas. Their 3-in-1 infrared technology allows you to customize each session to you. Naturally de-stress, detoxify, and be heart healthy. Relieve pain, purify your skin, and increase energy. A Sunlighten sauna is a place to heal, a place to reflect, a place to invest in you. Visit them at sunlighten.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Grace, co-founder of H-Hemp Company. Hemp CBD improved my life so much that I started a company to help others naturally feel better. You don't have to have had a severe brain injury like me to benefit from H-Hemp Company products. If you're struggling to feel better, calm your brain, or better deal with daily stress and want to do so naturally, please try H-Hemp Company products. Search H-Hemp Company and use code OLR for 20% off and free shipping. That's H-Hemp Company and code OLR to feel better naturally and calm your brain.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette. Do you know why I love Paleo Magazine? Paleo Magazine was founded with the purpose of providing readers with the information they need to live strong, vibrant, healthy lives. They are dedicated to partnering with leaders in the paleo community to spread the knowledge of ancestral health principles without the influence of big pharma or big agriculture. Paleo Magazine. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, or visit them at paleomagonline.com. That's paleomagonline.com.
Hey, this is Sean Wells of the International Society of Sports Nutrition. One Life Radio is proud to partner with the ISSN. The ISSN is the world's leading scientific organization dedicated to the science of supplements and sports nutrition. For their latest conferences and events, go to the ISSN.org. That's the ISSN.org.
Sun Warrior believes that plants provide the cleanest and most powerful foods, rich in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and phytonutrients. Our bodies crave real foods, especially in this age where we heavily process everything we eat, stripping out all of the benefits and nutrition well before we have a chance to even use them. Illuminate your body, mind, and the planet with Sun Warrior. To learn more, visit them at sunwarrior.com. That's sunwarrior.com.
Did you know, when depressed, sheep hang their heads and avoid company? But if content, they socialize and wag their tails like puppies. Rams lean against stone walls so that other sheep can stand on their backs to reach high grasses. Sheep recognize each other by facial features, and when shown photographs, they can remember at least 50 other sheep and 10 human beings, even if they haven't seen them for 2 years. At Poplar Springs Sanctuary, you'll meet rescued sheep, like Fanny, who was found tied to a mailbox, and Adam, who escaped ritual sacrifice. Visitors' faces echo Anatole France's words, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened." This is Ingrid Newkirk with PETA, reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by choosing faux fleece.
Welcome back to One Life Radio. This is Bernadette with Diamond Gray. I've got Lexi in studio with me, Dr. Samuel Tuleman, and Autumn Connolly. Before we get to Autumn's segment, I want to let everyone know that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast and subscribe to our newsletter, or go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live from your mobile device, or download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world A big shout out to our sponsors that bring this great programming to you. Great companies like Sun Warrior. Get it at Vitamin Shop or put it in your smoothie at Smoothie King. Sun Warrior is a premium all-natural raw superfood company dedicated to providing the best vegan plant-based protein powders and supplements. And of course, the H-Hem Company. Use the code OLR for 20% off your first order. Made only with premium hemp cannabinoid genetics, not hemp used for seeds, protein, or rope. And Sunlight and Infrared Saunas. I was in mine last night. I absolutely love it. I did anti-aging again. I can't help it.
You're going to be a baby.
I'm going through a vein
now.
period, I guess. Well, I've kind of lost the fat that I had, so now I'm working on the other. But I absolutely love my Sunlight and Sauna. I go in there and I basically sweat like a